and a very deserving inductee onto the Basketball Victoria Wall of Fame. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Natalie Porter. Just going to let Nat have a photo, get her award. Nat is going to chat to me tonight. And folks, this is a dual celebration. Nat got married just last weekend, this weekend here to see rewards. Have a round of applause. Now Nat, I'm excited to have a chat to you, and there's a beautiful looking picture. They've done a good job of capturing you there, and you're looking very sharp tonight. Just quickly before I go into some hard-hitting questions, what does something like this mean to you?
Well, as I said, I got married last week and I got a little bit choked up, but I feel like I'm going to get more choked up this evening because it's been a fantastic career. It's really nice to have my family here. I haven't really been recognised that much because I was a bit of a, I guess, ball breaker when I was a player. A lot of people didn't like me too much, so it's really lovely to be recognised in this manner. I've been retired for quite a while now, so it's really lovely.
Well, to stop choking you up, I'll just ask a few light-hearted questions then. You look very sharp tonight, and throughout your career I talked to a bunch of people that played with you, and every single person I talked about some moment where you dressed up, but it was a different person each time, whether it was MC Hammer or whether you were dressed up as Michael Jackson or Michael Jordan or something like this, and it was always stories that involved dressing up, so you're always just taking great pride in how you look out there.
Yeah, I tried to. I really didn't like dressing up in the bodysuit. That was probably my least favourite thing to wear. But I was in that era, unfortunately. I loved the bloomers when I was a kid, but certainly I liked being the clown of the team. And although I was very serious on the courts, off the court, I was pretty light-hearted and a joker. So I certainly enjoyed our Man Mondays.
I like you said you're a bit of a ball breaker out there. I talked about someone that was a point guard on a team where we had a number of really strong personalities, and the coach's way to manage that was to send the point guard to a psychologist to work out how to deal with each player. And there were specific insights. Some she had to be hard on, some she had to yell at, some she had to wrap in cotton wool. But apparently the psych said, with Nat, if she's angry, just leave her. You can't do anything to help, you just need to let her blow it off and then go and do that. So, say that you're untouchable like that. The same person said, and this is someone that played with many of our greatest locals, with Susie Bakovich, all the greatest players of that era, said that no one could turn a game more than Nat Porter. Playing with Nat Porter, she always knew that we were a chance in this game because you could turn it. What was that like for you as a player? Obviously knew you had that ability. What was your mindset like in a game where you knew the moment demanded something? What goes through your mind as something like that is renowned for turning a game?
Yeah, well, I guess I certainly live, and I still live for those moments. I love a challenge, and yeah, it's really bizarre. I coach now, and the way I saw the game as an athlete is very different to the way I coach. When I was playing, I could always see the next possession or the next play, and in life in general, I'm pretty confident about, yeah, we're going to get this done, we're going to always be positive. So, yeah, it's just, I guess, part of my nature. I've always been that way as a kid, and yeah, until this day, I still do the same thing. So, yeah.
And you do, you run an incredibly successful business involved in basketball too, Empire Travel, free plug there. But I find it funny that your employee, someone, a fellow WNBL legend, 300 games Sam losing, captain a WNBL grand final against you, and she won. Why would you employ someone that beat you in the grand final? How does that work?
Yeah, it's horrible. I live with that every day, and I never won a championship in the WNBL, and I certainly live that every week. She likes to rub it in, and my brothers won the grand finals, and they certainly like to rub that one in too. So, yeah, I suck. No.
You don't suck. You won a bunch of things, and the teammates I talked to, we talked a bit about what you won, and when I mentioned defensive player of the year, they were like, Nat won defensive player of the year? Was that a week you're in the league? Like, how did that happen? Did you have a response to that?
Emily McInerney wasn't in the league that year, so I was watching my 9-year-old play today, and one of the girls always gets fouled off, and I put my arm around her at the end of the game and I said, don't worry, I always used to get fouled off, but one year I won defensive player of the year, so you can do it too, so it can be done. Just
saying the game, it can be done. I need to take this moment to shed some light on something that I've just heard tell many times. It's really well known in basketball. just need to try and understand what happened when you went and played in Italy. I've heard stories, you stood over the GM and physically forced him to give your passport back. I told him you were broken into the office to steal it. I told you you were on a midnight flight late at night, you didn't even tell your Australian teammates you were leaving. What? Is there any truth to these rumours?
I had a quick getaway. Yeah, it was pretty tough. That was the year I got dropped from the Beijing team, so mentally and personally I was really struggling, and the two girls that are on my team in Palma both made the Olympic team, so it was a really tough time for me. Probably didn't handle it with the most maturity at that time, but you know, you live and you learn, and got out of there pretty quickly, but there was no abuse.
When you talk about tough times, your whole career you're an undersized 4. You always played against bigger players, you fought hard. When anyone talks about your career, talks about someone that got the full amount out of their body, out of their talent in what they did. What was that mindset? You've already touched on it a bit maybe. What was that mindset like for you, knowing you're always going up against size? Even late when you're young, this camp age came on the scene, I think you got injured going in against her a bit too hard. What was it like for you knowing you're always giving up size, but not the size of the man in the fight, they say, the size of the fight in the man?
That's it. Yeah, I don't know, like I was a point guard when I was a kid, and I always probably thought I was a point guard in a forwards body. Coach was always telling me, you need to be a 3, you need to be fitter, you need to be quicker, and it just never happened. So I had to go with what I had, and yeah, as I said, I was a real ball breaker, so I didn't mind the physicality, and my brother Brent has a really bad bruise when he said from his game, local game on D-grade on Friday night. And I said to him, I used to get them all the time, but I used to love to bang bodies, and even at practice, I was probably hit my teammates a little bit too hard, but it was all good, it was all fun.
Finally, tell us, I mean, you had lots of great moments, but in the 96 Olympics, a pretty special team, a silver medal, just household names for Australian basketball there. What are your memories from Athens and representing the country in the Olympics?
Yeah, it was obviously a very long time ago. It went super, super quick. I just remember getting there and sitting in the dining hall with a few of the athletes and watching like Roger Federer and Rafael Nadal and those guys walk past, and it was really bizarre because, you know, you look at them, they're elite, but you're there as well because you're elite, but you want their autograph, they may not want yours.
Roger didn't want a selfie with you?
No, he didn't want a selfie, but he told us we wanted a selfie with him, and he said, oh, no, you should have one with this guy, and we were like, no, and it was Rafael Nadal. He was about 16. But look, the Olympics was unbelievable. It was everything that I dreamed of as a kid. You know, all I wanted to do was play for Australia, and you know, with the WNBA in Europe, I probably gave up contracts overseas because I really wanted to make the Olympic team. And you know, I'm super disappointed I didn't make Beijing. I'd love to have been a 2-time Olympian. That was my dream and my desire. But in reflection of that, now I'm in a really good situation with my business, and I went on to do things that I probably wouldn't have. I'd probably still be playing like Susie if I had made those Olympic teams. So yeah, it was all good. Things happen for a reason. So yeah.
Well, being a 2-time Olympian is great, but there's a majority of this room that would love to be a 1-time Olympian, and you did that and did so many other things. Now, this is your moment. You well and truly are recognised tonight. You joined that wall, and if you guys haven't seen the Wall of Fame, please take a moment tonight to have a look at it any time you're here in the building. Just the mic's yours if there's anyone you'd like to thank now.
Well, definitely the table, the #1 table. Rise up, you guys are awesome. I was saying to Kirsten, who I just married last week, she probably married me because she never actually saw me play. Most of the girls or guys I dated, they saw me play and they didn't hang around for too long. So, you know, obviously there's some coaches here, Mike Bainbridge, Mike Connell, and I used to do early morning trainings at NITP when I was 15, 16. So there's so many faces in this room that really contributed to my basketball career. And you know, where I am right now today is certainly based on my basketball and the networks that I've made and the people I've met and the role models I've had, you know, Shelton, from all those guys at Natalie. So thank you everybody who contributed to my career. I love basketball, but will always remain involved, so thank you.
Thank you, Nat. Ladies and gentlemen.